Today I am going to start proof of Cauchy's residues theorem. Before going to proof of that theorem, I have to know some basic points. The first point is residue definition. If f of z is analytic in the region R bounded by the curve C except at z equal to A, then residue of f of z at z equal to A defined as 1 by 2 pi I integral over C f of z dz. The same definition also written as integral over C f of z dz only one side, that equal to 2 pi I into by cross multiplication residue of f of z at z equal to A. The same step can be written as integral over C f of z dz equals to 2 pi I into residue of f of A. This is first useful point to define proof. After that, next, second point is f of z is analytic in the region bounded by the simple closed curves C1 comma C. Then integral over C f of z dz can be defined as integral over C1 f of z dz. Once again, f of z is analytic in this region which is bounded by the simple closed curves C1 comma C2, or f of z is analytic between the region C and C1, then integral over C f of z dz can be defined as integral over C1 f of z dz. Similarly, f of z is analytic in this region bounded between the curves C, C1, C2. In this case, integral over C f of z dz can be defined as integral over C1 f of z dz plus integral over C2 f of z dz. Similarly, if f of z is analytic between the region bounded by C, C1, C2, C3 and so on Cn, then integral over C f of z dz. Here, integral over C f of z dz equal to integral over C1 f of z dz plus integral over C2 f of z dz plus and so on integral Cn f of z dz. These three are most important points to prove Cauchy's residues theorem. Once again, I will give the summary of these points. Now here, this is the first point. Here, the function f of z is analytic between the region bounded by C1 and C. In this case, integral over C f of z dz equal to integral C1 f of z dz. If function f of z analytic between the region bounded by C comma C1 comma C2. In this case, integral over C f of z dz equal to integral over C1 f of z dz plus integral over C2 f of z dz. Similarly, here also the function f of z is analytic between the region bounded by, here also f of z is analytic between the region bounded by C, C1, C2, C3, C4 and so on Cn. In this case, integral over C f of z dz defined as integral over C1 f of z dz plus integral over C2 f of z dz plus and so on integral over Cn f of z dz. Now these 3 points most important. Cauchy's residues theorem statement can be taken as if f of z is analytic at all points inside and on a simple closed curve C except at a finite number of isolated singular points A1, A2 and so on A in f of, then integral over C f of z dz can be defined as 2 pi I into sum of the residues of f of z, also written as 2 pi I summation of residue of f of z at z equal to Ai, where z equal to A is nothing but z equal to A1, z equal to A2 and so on z equal to An, where I equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. Using this statement, we can prove the present result. Now to prove this type of result, we have to use given points. What is the first point? F of z is analytic at all points inside and on a simple closed curve C. That's why I considered a closed curve C. Here this is the closed curve C. F of z is analytic at every point of this region except at some isolated points A1, A2, A3 and so on An. Now to prove the statement, first of all draw the small circles with the center A1, A2, A3 and so on An with very small radii R1, R2 and so on Rn. Now here The given sentence is, let C be the closed curve. Draw small circles C1, C2 and so on Cn with the centers at A1, A2, A3 and so on An and very small radii, so that these circles C1, C2, C3 and so on Cn be lie wholly inside C. Next point is, since f of z is analytic in the multiply connected region by the curve C and the circles C1, C2, C3 and so on Cn, hence from Cauchy's theorem for multiply connected region or before node point, we can write integral over C f of z dz equal to integral over C1 f of z dz plus integral over C2 f of z dz plus and so on integral over Cn f of z dz. By the node point you can write this step. Now from residues definition, integral over C f of z dz defined as 2 pi I residue of f of z at z equal to a. Now integral over C1 f of z dz can be written as 2 pi I residue of f of z at z equal to a1. Integral over C2 f of z dz equal to 2 pi I residue of f of z at z equal to a2. Similarly, the last integral is integral C1 Cn f of z dz equal to 2 pi I residue of f of z at z equal to an. By the node point, here these are the integral values. Now using this, the first equation, this is the first equation. Equation can be written as integral over C f of z dz equal to, the first integral value is 2 pi I residue of f of z at z equal to a1 plus second integral value is 2 pi I residue of f of z at z equal to a2 plus residue of this last integral value is 2 pi I into residue of f of z at z equal to an. The same step can be written as integral over C f of z dz equal to 2 pi I as common from all. The remaining value is residue of f of a1 plus residue of f of a2 plus residue of f of an. The same sentence can be written as 2 pi I into summation of residue of f of ai, where I equal to 1 to n. This is result of Cauchy's residues theorem. Here evaluation of some definite integrals. To evaluate definite integrals, the given point is here. Definite integrals can be evaluated by applying the residue theorem to properly chosen integrals. Here we will choose mainly straight lines, circular arcs and circles. The first type is integration around a unit circle. Unit circle is nothing but it is a circle. It has radius 1 only. Now this is a circle with radius r equal to 1. Such circle is called unit circle and angle varies from 0 to 2 pi. Now the integral form is integral 0 to 2 pi f of cos theta sin theta d theta. To evaluate this type of integral, first we have to write z equal to e power I theta. 1 by z equal to 1 by e power I theta, also written as e power minus I theta. Then cos theta value equal to cos theta equals to e power I theta plus e power minus I theta by 2. Now then e power I theta equal to z, e power minus I theta equal to, according to this, 1 by z by 2. By simplifying this, 1 by 2 into z square plus 1 by z. Similarly, sin theta standard formula is in terms of exponential e power I theta minus e power minus I theta by 2i, where e power I theta is z minus e power minus I theta is 1 by z by 2i. Same can be written as 1 by 2i z square minus 1 by z. Now sin theta, cos theta clear. Next in this integral, next required value is d theta. Now to define d theta, again consider z equal to e power I theta and differentiate this with respect to theta on both sides. You will get d theta also. Here there is a calculation part. Z equal to e power I theta, integration with respect to theta. Now dz by d theta equal to integral e power ax is e power ax into d by d theta of power I theta. Here integration with respect to theta, so I is outside, integration with respect to theta, d theta by theta is 1. So that the next step is dz by d theta equal to I into e to the power of I theta. Dz equal to I into e power I theta into d theta. D theta equals to dz by I e power I theta. Overall we need d theta. That's why d theta can be written as dz by iz. Now here cos theta value clear, sin theta also clear, d theta also clear. Now you can substitute all values in this given integral. Now in the unit circle, theta varies from 0 to 2 pi in anti-clockwise direction. So that now substituting cos theta value, sin theta value and dz value in equation 1. Equation 1 is nothing but first type integral defined as integral over c f of cos theta, sin theta, d theta. By the above calculation, integral 0 to 2 pi also written as integral over c f of cos theta we cleared in the before calculation. Sin theta also we cleared. dz written as d theta equal to dz by iz. Now where c is the positive oriented unit circle, modulus of z equal to 1. The residue theorem can be used to evaluate above integral. Overall, the summary of this paper is integral 0 to 2 pi f of cos theta, sin theta, theta. If the given problem is in this form, in this case we have to replace cos theta, sin theta, d theta by these values, and then to evaluate such integral value we have to use Cauchy's residues theorem. And here the present curve is unit circle. Unit circle represented by modulus of z equals to 1. The first question is show that integral 0 to 2 pi cos 2 theta by 1 minus 2a cos theta plus a square d theta equals to 2 pi a square 1 minus a square. A square is less than 1. This is the given integral problem. Its result defined as 2 pi a square by 1 minus a square, where a square value is less than 1. Now here also the problem defined with cos and cos theta and limit is 0 to 2 pi. So that for such type of integral values we have to use type 1 model. Type 1 is nothing but we have to replace cos theta value z equal to e power I theta. Then d theta equal to dz by iz. Cos theta equal to z square plus 1 by 2z. Just now we discussed in the above step. Now here cos 2 theta. As per formula, cos 2 theta defined as e power I theta, where theta is 2 theta, plus e power minus I theta, where theta is 2 theta, by 2. Now e power I 2 theta also written as e power I theta whole square, plus e power minus I 2 theta can be written as e power minus I theta whole square by 2. But e power I theta symbol we considered here z. What is the power of this? Z square. Plus e power minus I theta symbol is 1 by z. Power of that one is 2 whole divided by 2. Now by simplifying this, the same can be written as 1 by 2 z power 4 plus 1 by z square. This is the value of cos 2 theta. Now you can consider given integral as I equal to integral 0 to 2 pi cos 2 theta 1 minus 2a cos theta plus a square into d theta. 0 to 2 pi 1 by 2 cos 2 theta we cleared here. Now and also 1 minus 2a into cos theta also we cleared before. Now by writing all those, this is a step. Here 1 by 2i is a constant. Write it outside. Now the remaining value is z power 4 plus 1 by z cube into dz. Denominator is 1 minus a into 2 cancel. Now a into z square plus 1 by z plus a square. Now next step is 1 by 2i integral over c z power 4 plus 1 by z cube dz whole divided by, in the denominator LCM is z. This is the denominator where z is the LCM. Now the remaining numerator. Now here it is, the same fraction can be written as here z power 4 plus 1 by z cube. Now it will be changed as z by z minus a, z square minus a plus j square z into dz. The continuation of this one is 1 by 2a integral over c z power 4 plus 1 dz by z square into denominator as it is. Next here 1 by 2i z power 4 plus 1 dz as it is, z square. Here z minus a only within bracket. From these two, which one has common? Az has common. Now here az as common, then remaining is a minus z. Here factor is z minus a. This factor also written as z minus a form by taking minus as common. Now both factors are same. From this denominator we can take out z minus a as common. Then the remaining value is 1 minus az. Numerator is as it is. Now 1 by 2i integral over c z power 4 plus 1 dz z square z minus a 1 minus az, where a square is less than 1. Now this is the present given integral value I. Now we can find out its result using Cauchy's residues theorem. What is the Cauchy's residues theorem procedure? First we have to find out the poles from using denominator, and then we have to find out whether those poles lies inside of the circle or not. According to the residues theorem, you can find the result. Now according to this, first this is the given integral value. This is similar to integral over c f of z dz, where c is a unit circle, is nothing but modulus of z equal to 1. Now using Cauchy's residues theorem, you can evaluate above integral. So that first poles we need. For poles of f of z, we have to equate denominator to 0. By equating denominator to 0, we will get poles z equal to 0, z equal to a, z equal to 1 by a. These three are poles of f of z, where 0 is a pole of order 2. Why? Because here power of z is 2. That's why z equal to 0 is a pole of order 2. Next, z equal to a, z equal to 1 by a are poles of order 1. That's why these two poles are called as simple poles. Now z equal to a, z equal to 0 are positive poles. So that these two are lie inside of the circle C. Here this is the 0 comma a are lies inside of the circle C. 1 by a lies outside of the circle. Why? Because here given condition is a square is less than 1. Then a also is less than 1. But 1 by a is greater than 1. But radius of the circle given as 1. But 1. The present point is greater than 1. That's why this point lies outside of the unit circle. This is the unit circle. Its radius is 1. So that our point z equal to 0 and z equal to a lies inside of the circle. But here z equal to 1 by a lies outside of the circle. Why? Because 1 by a is greater than 1 above radius. That's why the point lies outside of the circle. Here I equals to 1 by 2i integral over c z power 4 plus 1 by z square into z minus a 1 minus az into dz. This is similar to previous problem model. To evaluate this, we can use Cauchy's residues theorem. Now we have to find out residues of the points which are lying inside of the circle. Now here this is residue of f of z at z equal to first point. As per formula, limit of z tends to a, z minus a into f of z. The point also is here a. F of z is nothing but function. This is the function I have written here. Now z minus a get cancelled. The remaining part is here. Now put z equal to a. By writing z equal to a, this is the result. Now this is called as residue of f of z at z equal to a. Similarly, another point lying inside of the circle. What is that point? Z equal to 0. But the point of order is 2. That's why corresponding formula is 1 by m minus 1 factorial, limit of z tends to 0, d to the power of m minus 1 dz to the power of m minus 1, z minus a whole power n into f of z. This is the formula for finding residue of a point. Its order is m. Now here I have given reason also. Z equal to 0 is a pole of order m equal to 2. Now substitute m equal to 2 by writing 2. This is the step. After that z square get cancelled. This is the resultant value. After getting this, what is the order here? D by dz. Differentiation with respect to z, u by v formula. So that here we have to take product of two factors and then we have to differentiate this as per u by v formula. Limit first 1 by 2i as it is, limit z tends to 0 as it is. Now v into u dash minus u into v dash by v square. After that we have to write z equal to 0. By writing z equal to 0, the final result is minus 1 by 2i a square into 1 plus a square. Now here residue of f of z at z equal to 0 equal to finally minus 1 plus a square by 2ia square. Now we can use residues theorem. Integral over c f of z dz equal to 2 pi I sum of the residues of f of z. Here just 2 points lying inside of the circle. We have to consider those residues only. 2 pi I into residue of f of a plus residue of f of 0. We cleared already residue of f of a is this one. A residue of f of 0 is this is. Now here LCM 2 pi a square 1 minus a square is LCM. Now here a power 4 plus 1 as it is. Here 1 minus a square 1 plus a square. A plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square. Here it can be written as, just open the bracket, by simplifying this we will get the result as pi 2a power 4 by a square 1 minus a square. A square get cancelled. The resultant value is I equal to 2 pi a square by a square of 1 minus a square. So that given integral 0 to 2 pi cos 2 theta d theta by 1 minus 2a cos theta plus a square value is 2 pi a square by 1 minus a square, where a square is less than 1. This is the most important condition. Okay, a square value is less than 1, then 1 by a value is greater than 1. So this is the result of given. Next one is type 2 model. Integration around a small semicircles. Here to evaluate integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, first we have to consider integral over c f of z dz, where c is a contour. Contour is nothing but curve. It consisting of semicircle CR modulus of z equal to r, together with the diameter that closes it. Here there is a contour. This is called as contour. It consisting CR. This is the semicircle, together with the diameter minus r to r. It closes this semicircle. So this is the given point is here. After that, suppose that f of z has no singular point on the real axis, we have by residues theorem integral over c f of z dz. I mean integration of f of z along the overall curve. Here this is the total curve. Integration f of z along the curve c equal to first integration along minus r to r plus integration along cr. That can be written as here integral over cr f of z dz plus integral minus r to r f of z dz. But by the residues theorem, result can be defined as 2 pi I into sum of the residues. But here r and positive or negative r both are tends to infinity. The last result of this x-axis is infinity. That's why minus r tends to infinity, r also tends to infinity. That's why the above step will becomes as c infinity. Then the value of this one is 0 plus in place of minus r, I mean r tends to infinity, so the second integral will be changed as integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx equal to 2 pi I into sum of the residues. That's why the given point is here, finally making r tends to infinity. We find the value of integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx by taking integral over cr f of z dz value is 0 as r tends to 0. So that this is the semicircle. If we need integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, first we have to consider integral over c f of z dz, where c is nothing but it has minus r to r plus and cr. But cr value, if r tends to infinity, integral over cr equal to 0, then there is only one integral is here, but where capital R equal to minus infinity. By writing capital R equal to minus infinity, you will get given integral value. This is the way of procedure to evaluate integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. The first problem is evaluate integral minus infinity to infinity type 2 model. X square dx by x square plus 1, x square plus 4. For type 2 model, this is the given integral limit minus infinity to infinity. For this one, first we have to integrate this function along the semicircle only. Here integral over CR, semicircle. It consisting integral over CR f of z dz plus integral minus R to R f of z dz, where R tends to infinity. That's why we compared our integral with this integration only, where C is a contour consists of the semicircle CR of radius capital R together with the part of the real axis from minus R to R as shown in the figure. This is the corresponding diagram. After that, now take the function only. Under integration, this is the function. Now the function name can be taken as f of z. Then every x will be changed as z only. Z square by z square plus 1, z square plus 4. Now according to the Cauchy's residues theorem, first we have to find out the poles. And then we have to find out whether those poles lie inside of the circle or not. If any point lies inside of the circle, you can find corresponding residue and then you can evaluate integral using those residues only. So that first, for the poles, equate denominator to 0. Now by equating each denominator to 0, you will get poles z equal to plus or minus I, z equal to plus or minus 2i. Out of 4 points, here there are 4 poles of order 1 only. All are simple poles. Out of 4 poles, how many points lying inside of the circle? Inside of the semicircle. Here we consider semicircle upper part only. This is the upper part of the semicircle. I2a only lying outside of the inside of the circle. Here bottom of the y-axis is, this is I minus 2i. These 2 points lying outside of the contour. So that of these, just z equal to I, z equal to 2i only lie inside of C. So that we have to define residues of those points only. Now residue of f of z at z equal to I. This is now residue of f of z at z equal to I, which is a simple pole, are according to the formula limit of z tends to a z minus a f of z, where a is I. That is equal to limit of z tends to I, z minus I f of z is nothing but function. Now write the function, but if you write z equal to I, numerator is 0, denominator 0, undefined value is there. That's why write the factors of denominator. Now z square plus 1 can be written as z plus I, z minus I using roots. Here z square plus 4 can be written as z plus 2i, z minus 2i using roots only. Now these two get cancelled. Now we put z equal to I. By writing z equal to I, this is the value. But 1 by I is nothing but minus I. By writing minus I in place of 1 by I, the result is I by 6. This is the residue of z equal to I. So that residue of f of z at z equal to I is I by 6. Similarly, we have to define residue for z equal to 2i. This is also simple pole according to the formula z minus a f of z, where f of z equal to given function. Here also we need factors of denominator. Z square plus 1 can be written as using roots z plus I, z minus I. Z square plus 4 can be written as using roots z plus 2i, z minus 2i. These two get cancelled. By writing z equal to 2i, this is the result 1 by 3i, where 1 by I equal to minus I. So that residue of f of z equal to 2i is minus I by 3. By residues theorem, this is the main statement. Integral over c f of z dz 2 pi I, residue of f of I plus residue of f of 2i. Now you should write corresponding values. By simplifying this is the result of integral. Integral over c f of z dz equal to pi by 3. Integral over c f of z dz equal to pi by 3. Integral over c is nothing but this is the given problem. Integral over c given function equal to z is nothing but you can replace every z by x also. X square dx by x square plus 1, x square plus 4 equal to pi by 3. Here the complete information is integral over c f of z dz. I mean semicircle having here minus r to r f of z f of x dx plus integral over c r f of z dz. Now but here r tends to 0, that's why the second integral value is 0. for any point on CR, so that the resultant value is integral over c f of z dz defined as only integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. Already we cleared its value using Cauchy's residues theorem, so that given integral equal to pi by 3. This is the result of given integral.